All right, guys, in this question, we have an equation that's in y equals mx plus b form. And it says, what is the delivery fee? Basically, we have a keyword fee here. So there's two things. We have your m, which is the slope. And then we have the b, which is the starting point. All right. The keywords for slope are like per and each. The keywords for a start point are begin and feet. So according to this information, which one of these numbers could possibly be the delivery fee if we're in the same format here, which we are. All right, so on this one, it gives us 2 points. All right, so we have this point 3, 1. And then we have this point, it's gonna be 2, -1. All right. On this table, we're gonna go ahead and put this in stat and get the y equals mx plus b form. All right. Once we put this into stat, we need to see which one of these is going to match which one of these. Now, there's a little tip that you can use also. We have your x and your y numbers, and this is an x and a y number. So really, if I put this x, let's say I rewrite this first problem. 2 parentheses, the y is 1, minus, and then 3, it's supposed to equal 10. I can put this in the calculator, just this side. 2 times 1 is 2, minus 3. This is still equals 10. It's gonna be -1. This is not true, so I know that this cannot be the answer because this point does not work. So you can also try that if you want. Put these numbers in with these variables and see which one is going to match. Now another thing you could do, we have 2y minus x equals 10. You can go ahead, move the x, it becomes opposite, so positive x. If you want to put a 1, you can put a 1. 2y equals 1x plus 10. Divide everything by 2. Cancel out. Y equals 1/2 x plus 5. Right? You can see if this matches the stat. If this matches the stat, that would be the answer. But we know this is not the answer because we already tried these points. Okay, but that's the other way you can do it. Change it and see if it matches the stat of this information. Again, guys, this is a stat problem, so we're gonna use stat. So on this one, just be careful because this is a little bit different. This is gonna be the x numbers, this is gonna be the y numbers. Oh, sorry, no. This is the x numbers, this is the y numbers. Sorry about that. So if you want to reset this into like a table format, all right, this is going to be 22, and then this is going to be 5. This will be 25, this is going to be 7, and then keep going, all right? So you're going to get like a weird decimal. Put all of them in there, guys. Make sure you put all of them in there. And luckily, this stays in the decimal format. All right, on this one, again, you're using stat. Go ahead and make your table. You have your 319, and then you have your other point, 842. Go ahead and put them in there and use stat. You should be able to find your answer just fine. All right. Now on this one, so it says that we have a line that's parallel to the x-axis. So I have a line that's going this way because this is the x-axis and this is parallel, right? So remember, this is a y equals line that goes left and right. And it passes through the point 5, -10. Oh, sorry, -5, +10. All right. So basically, guys, they're asking what does the y equal in this points? It's pretty simple. What does the y equal in the points to give you? All right. Now for this one, so a weak positive, strong negative, weak negative, strong positive. So basically, guys, what you're gonna do is get these points, and we kind of want to make a graph, right? So let's say let's do like by fives. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, right? And on this one, so I did by fives, I didn't do by tens. I don't know why I said that. Let's go by tens here, like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. And we're gonna plot these points. So like 21, 41 would be like here. 25, 70 would be here. 32, 21 is right here. 12, 34. All right. So we're gonna plot all these points here, and one goes all the way to 90. One's gonna be like way up here. 45, like 90 is like way up here. And you're gonna tell me, like, is this gonna be a strong positive, strong negative, weak positive? And the difference is, a weak positive is something that has like dots that are still going uphill, but they're like kind of scrambled. A strong positive has like dots that are a little bit off, but they're more like in a straight line. Same thing with a strong negative. A strong negative has like dots, but it's very obvious they're in a straight line. A weak negative is something where like it's still like going downhill, but you notice how it's like really open, right? So I think I'm gonna go ahead and actually print out some graph paper for this one, guys, and I'll pass it out, just so you can be like more like sure what it's gonna look like. All right, so you guys right here, it says that we have the domain. I know that the domain is this X format. And it says, let f of x, where x is the number of people seated on the bus, has a maximum seating capacity of 50. What is the reasonable values for the domain? So it says the maximum is 50, and the least amount of people that can be on a bus, if there's nobody on a bus, I hope you know that no people equals 0. So I have 0 people, or the max is 50 people. You just put them in this format here. Okay. Also, thing you gotta think about, guys, there's no such thing as half a person. Like, I know y'all have a really short friend. They're still a whole person, right? What is the slope of any line parallel to negative 4x? All right, so you guys, you have to change this one. You're gonna have to go ahead, change this to y equals mx plus b format, and remember the m is the slope. So you move the x, make it opposite, and you divide by the number in front of the y. So we've done that plenty of times. All right, here we have another stat problem. We've done stat enough to where you know how to do it. Which of the following slope-intercept form equations represents a line perpendicular? Keyword here is perpendicular. So again, guys, we have to convert this into y equals mx plus b. All right. Or one thing you can do, guys, remember, when you have points, x, y, if I put these points inside of these equations, we can see if they match. That's a way to eliminate. So for example, like 2/3 parentheses, I'm going to put the -6 because that's the x, plus 4. That's supposed to equal y, which is supposed to be 4. So you can just put this in the calculator. All right, so I'll put it -2/3 parentheses -6 plus 4. That says 8. Well, according to this, it's supposed to be 4. So that's a way to eliminate the answer, guys. All right, boom, boom. And you can try that. Go ahead and try it to see which one matches. If more than one matches, then you do have to convert this one, move the x, divide by the 3 thing to see which one's gonna match. Oh, actually, you know what? No. perpendicular though. So once you convert this, the slope, this is the opposite reciprocal. All right. So change this to y equals mx plus b. Move the 2, it's gonna be negative 2. 3y equals negative 2x plus 13. Divide by the 3. You're left with these numbers. And remember, the perpendicular means that this is the opposite reciprocal. So you have to flip it and make it positive, basically. But yeah, see which one of those matches. All right, this is the domain. The domain is this format. This is the left side. This is the right side. So where's the left and where's the right? Remember the rules. All right, that should be easy, guys. Y'all should know that one by now. All right, this is the one we just did, perpendicular. Again, you have to convert it, move the x, and then divide, and then you have to do the opposite reciprocal. So I just did this with the other one. And also, again, we have your x and your y. So if you want, you can plug these in to see which one of those is going to match. Okay? So a lot of people might want to do the decimal version, guys. Let's see, like, watch, negative 1 divided by 4. You can put negative 0.25, and then 3 divided by 5. Let's see what that is. 0.6. And if you want to put the decimals in here, you can put it. Like, for example, you'll have like 3 parentheses, and then the x is negative 0.25. That way you don't have to put the fraction. I'm just trying to give you a different option here. Plus 5 parentheses, 0.6. And then you're going to see if that matches whatever this is. This says it should equal negative 3. It does not equal negative 3, so I know that can be an answer. All right, so you can try that method if you want. All right, get some practice there. Based on the 2 graphs, which statement is true? So right here, guys, the number of games and the cost. Y'all should know about how much games cost, I guess. What's happening when I have more games, what's going on with the cost here? On Thursday, what's happening here? The number of games and the cost. And read one of these matches. All right, read to see what the situations are. What is the rate of change? So again, you can use a stat, a lot of stat questions. I remember the A equals the slope in the calculator. All right. So again, we have your x-axis and your y-axis. And this is a line perpendicular to the x-axis. So the x is going this way. Which way is the graph going? Is it going to be going left and right, or is it going to be going up and down? Which one of those is perpendicular to this x line? All right. Just remember that this is x equals, this is y equals. When the x is going equals, it's up and down. This is left and right. And they're basically asking you, like, what's the x number, I guess, in this point? All right. I think that's it. Yep. Good luck, guys.